She had always basked in the glow of attention, and broadcasting live online was the perfect fuel for her craving. Each day, thousands tuned in to hear her musings on fashion, love, and whatever else sparked her thoughts. One evening, during a late-night question-and-answer session, her boyfriend quietly entered the room, his face a blend of anxiety and resolve, gripping a small velvet box. The viewers hummed with excitement, their messages buzzing with guesses about what was about to unfold. He knelt on one knee, opened the box, and revealed a modest yet graceful ring. "Will you marry me?" he asked, his voice filled with sincerity and longing. The chat exploded with support, hearts and emojis cascading across the screen. But she glanced at the ring, squinted, and let out a biting chuckle. "What, did you fish this out of a vending machine?" she teased, angling the ring toward the camera for her audience to scrutinize. "You think this is good enough for me?" Her viewers laughed awkwardly, caught between humor and unease. He stood slowly, his face pale, the sting of humiliation and heartbreak evident. She pressed on with her stream, dismissing the moment as a light-hearted quip, acting as if it meant nothing. "We'll deal with it later," she said flippantly as he slipped out of the room. The mood shifted, and the chat began to fracture. Critical comments started to appear, with some fans defending her while others turned away. An hour later, as she read through more questions, a message popped up from a verified account, his account. It was short and sharp. "You loved the ring when we chose it together last month, before your audience became more important than your honesty." The stream fell silent. Her eyes widened in disbelief. The message stayed pinned at the top of the chat, visible to thousands. A flood of questions and accusations followed, labeling her as fake. Someone captured the proposal and his message, posting it online, where it spread rapidly within hours. The companies she partnered with began to pull back. Her manager called, furious, warning that sponsorships were disappearing and her follower numbers were dropping fast. The ring she had mocked became a symbol of everything she'd given up: love, genuineness, and her true identity. She tried to explain, claiming it was all a misunderstanding, but the screenshots and videos had already taken on a life of their own. Old footage resurfaced, highlighting her habit of prioritizing fame over real moments. Her audience shrank, not because of the ring itself, but because of what her response revealed about her character. Meanwhile, the man deleted his online presence and moved on quietly. Friends said he found peace away from the spotlight, channeling his energy into his art and personal growth. He never spoke of the incident again. He didn't need to. She tried to rebuild her image, but it was forever altered. Every time she went live, comments reminded her of that one devastating sentence. The audience she once depended on had largely faded away. The attention she sought now only highlighted her downfall. In quiet moments later, she admitted the ring had been perfect, a true symbol of love. But she had traded that authenticity for momentary applause. The price was far steeper than a lost relationship. It was a reputation she could never fully reclaim. Each time she checked her shrinking analytics or passed a jewelry store's display, she saw his wounded expression, the ring she'd belittled, and the words that unraveled her world.